Everyone says 20s are there for people to explore themselves. In 30s are there to settle down. But I was in a different situation than others. I was in a situation that my whole family depended on me. At that time I felt I will take those adult responsibilities now and I'll live my 20s and my 30s. I never wanted to be rich. I just wanted not to be poor. In order to fulfill this promise, I stuck to that disciplined and regular investing, and I was able to accumulate somewhere around 1 CR by the age of 28. I have seen my father, he was not financially educated or he didn't know the know-how of saving. So I have seen him losing everything. I started focusing on my finances really well from the beginning of my career. Now that I have been living this retired life from past 3 years, I feel that I have been able to fulfill that promise that I made to my younger self while I was slogging all those years. People say, na, 4 log kya kahenge? Like, I was felt those 4 people are my 8-year younger self, my 80-year-old self, my current self, and the person I aspire to be. I will only care about their opinion. And I'm really happy knowing that my 8-year-old self will be very happy seeing me living that life with a dog at Goa. I think my 80-year-old self, probably at my deathbed, will be very proud of what I am doing now. And probably what I always aspired to be, I'm still trying to find what I still want to achieve. Probably that guy will also be proud of what I'm doing. I am Rahul Nagpal and I am born and brought up in Delhi. And I was working as a software engineer from past almost 12-14 years. I retired at the age of 32 and a half, even though I always planned to retire by 34. But I took the plunge a little early and I retired by the end of 2022. So my last working day was 31st December 2020. While I was growing up, my dad was doing fairly well as per how he was earning. His business started taking a hit from 2001 or 2002. My dad used to own a house back then. We had to sell that house and it turned worse. In 2009, he was almost bankrupt. We didn't have any house. And at that time, I was in my first year of college. And we didn't see any hope that we will be able to afford my college fee as well. It was so bad that they had to try to convince me to leave college. Seeing my father, my whole family struggling with money made me more responsible towards money. I thought of it as a medicine, like poverty is a disease. Especially in India, it's a disease. So I thought we should have enough medicines to cure it. The day I got into my job, I was sitting on that desk, I realized this was the dream all along. And I was getting salary every month. I was just happy with this basic fact. I started my career with CenturyLink India at a package of 5 lakhs and I was working there till 2.5 years or so. In the first year, I only invested about 60,000 in a FD, which used to give 8% or something back then. And I also invested 60,000 in ELSS. Beyond that, 30,000 was our PF and everything. I started my SIPs back in 2014 in the range of 5 to 10,000. But beyond these SIPs, I used to still do lump sum. In 2015, when my salary increased to 13.5, then I started 2 more SIPs which were slightly more aggressive. So my total SIPs were in the range of 22,000. But beyond that also, again, I try to find better mutual funds every quarter or every other month. So I used to invest almost 50,000 every quarter beyond these SIPs. By 2018, I could accumulate 1 CR through these. That time I realized if I keep on doing the same thing, I could see myself at a very financially stable place so that I can stop working anymore by the age of 34. So I thought if I delayed any further, like beyond 35 or 36, it will be difficult for me to enjoy everything that I'm missing out on right now. When I took this decision that I will, like basically when I put this timeline in my mental head that I should retire by 34, so I just calculated my monthly expenses and my parents' monthly expenses, but I didn't think of that emergency fund, like what if there was a medical emergency for my dad or something. Somehow I didn't calculate it and the number came out to be 84 lakhs. Then I realized probably it is too good to be true. So I questioned myself whether I am doing it right or not. So after that I started consciously planning for that emergency fund needed for medical expenses. I also realized that I cannot degrade my lifestyle. So I rectified all of this, that my lifestyle will at least remain constant. And with inflation, I expect to be 6%. And also back then I was getting a return of 15-16% of XIRR. But I then calculated that it might not hold throughout my life. So then I started calculating it by 11% ARR. By the age of 29, I came to a new number of 1.7 or 1.8. When I was planning to take the retirement, my monthly expenses were in the range of 85 to 90, including my parents' expenses. At that time, I had around 30-35% in debt funds and fixed deposits. At that time, I thought I'll be withdrawing this amount via a SWP, but while I was quitting, my previous organizer tried to retain me at any cost because I was one of the key resources. At that time, they tried to negotiate with me and they wanted me to be there at any capacity. So they convinced me to work 4 hours a day or something, but we eventually agreed on 2 hours a day, and that helps me take care of my expenses in a way because I didn't need that, but because of that, now I don't have to withdraw any money from my corpus. When I put in my papers to take retirement, my corpus was somewhere around 2 CR, 1.9 or 2 CR. I didn't have to use any of my corpus till now. So my corpus has grown up to 3 CR, and out of that I still maintain a 30-35% in including FDs and liquid and debt funds. Beyond that, like 65 to 70% constitutes both US equities and Indian equities. Out of the 65, 8 to 10% will be in US equities. Rest, everything will be in Indian equities. I have lived all my life in Delhi. I was born and brought up in Delhi, Rohini. I didn't really like that place a lot because the security and everything is not that great. I have seen my parents struggle as well there. So I have always planned to move to a tier 2 city because I would want to focus on different aspects of life more than career. And tier 1 cities only have careers to offer, and tier 2 city has life to offer. That tier 2 city could have been anything like somewhere in mountains or Goa or anywhere else. But because during COVID time we could work from anywhere, and I chose Goa during that time. I must have spent almost a year on and off in Goa. It was an easy move for me. For me, Goa is mostly about beaches in the slow life, the Suseghat culture that they call it. Everyone is seen as equal, even the fruit vendor or every person from different walks of life will be treated somewhat equal, which is not very popular or common in any other city. My total expenses is 110. Somewhere around 50-55,000 goes to my parents. And beyond that, 35,000 goes to my rent. After that, 20,000 for my daily expenses. So out of the 55 to 60,000 that I spend on myself, that includes my dog's expenses as well. While I was working full time, I was probably being productive throughout the day because I was putting all my efforts towards my work. But at the same time, I was very afraid that I might lose my job because my life was solely dependent on that. So I was quite afraid to let all of that go. Once I started becoming financially independent, the fear started to go. Post-retirement also, I think I'm being productive because whatever I choose to do now, is adding something or the other in my life. I never wanted to die before knowing what I really want to do. So I'm spending my time to figure out what that is. I started my journey with some sort of financial challenges at my home. Like my parents were struggling with money, and due to that, I really felt that I was lagging behind than all my peers and everyone. When I see back on or reflect on my journey, I'm really proud of what I was able to achieve. And my starting point was far below than everyone else. Now that I have reached that state, I feel that I have accomplished something. I'm really happy to be where I am.